Hello, this is Rachel live from Kalkine Studios and you're watching the Early Trades. Now, one thing you'll be hearing about today, Australia's claimed the 2020 World Cup. Australia claimed an 8-wicket victory over New Zealand in Dubai. Congratulations to the Australian team. Okay, well, let's get started with our market report now. The Australian share market edged higher in opening trade, with the benchmark index up 0.1%. Incitec pivot shares climbed 5.1%. That's after they reported a 91% increase in net profit after tax in the 2021 financial year. Elders shares rose 2.7% following its full year results, and Chalice Mining led the market, rising 5.9%, while Mesoblast advanced 5.4% and ResMed shares added 4.6%. The National Australia Bank's the biggest laggard so far today, with their shares dropping 2.5%, while Ampol shares tumbled 2.2%. The rebound on the S&P ASX 200 brought the index back into the 7,460 area. Economists anticipate slowdowns in growth in industrial production, retail sales, and also asset investment. The question is, by how much? It's a busy week for the Reserve Bank. They start their testimony today by Assistant Governor Luci Ellis before a House committee. Governor Philip Lowe is scheduled to deliver a speech on inflation tomorrow. Also tomorrow, the release of the minutes from this month's policy meeting, and Ellis addresses an online event on Thursday. Elsewhere on the economic calendar this week, weekly consumer confidence will be released on Tuesday, wages data on Wednesday, and labour force figures on Thursday. The annual general meeting season gets back underway tomorrow with updates from Mirvac, Pilbara Minerals and Lifestyle Communities. Looking at the IPO space, we have a full week ahead. First cab off the rank is Evolution Energy Minerals tomorrow. Now, before we move to the newsmakers, it's time for a very short break. I'll be back soon. Stay tuned.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Hello and welcome back. This is Rachel. So let's move our attention to the newsmakers of the day. Woodside Petroleum's entered into a sale and purchase agreement with Global Infrastructure Partners for the sale of a 49% non-operating participating interest in the Pluto Train 2 joint venture. Now, this is a key component of its proposed Scarborough development, which includes a new LNG train and domestic gas facilities to be constructed at the existing Pluto LNG onshore facility. The estimated capital expenditure for the development of the Pluto Train 2 from the effective date is $5.6 billion. Now, fertiliser and explosives company Incitec Pivot experienced a strong increase in its net profit after tax in the 2021 financial year as its fertilisers business captured the upswing with commodity prices. The company's NPAT climbed 91% from a year earlier to $359 million, excluding individually material items. The company declared a final dividend of 8.3 cents per share, 14% franked. That brings its total dividends for the 2021 financial year to 9.3 cents per share. And agribusiness Elders reported a solid increase in profit and earnings for the 2021 financial year, flagging its outlook that excellent trading conditions are expected in the first half of the new financial year. The company's underlying profit after tax climbed 40% from the year earlier to $151 million. Elders declared a final dividend of 22 cents per share, taking their total dividends declared for the year to 42 cents, partially franked compared to 22 cents in financial year 2020. And NRW Holdings subsidiary Golden Contractors has signed a contract with Aberdare Collieries, a subsidiary of CS Energy, to extend the current contract for their mining agreement beyond June the 20th of 2022. The term has been extended for 4 years until the 30th of June 2026, with an option for CS Energy to extend the contract for another 4 years. The contract value for the initial 4-year extension is around $150 million. And the Board of Link Administration has considered it appropriate to provide Carlyle Group with due diligence information on a non-exclusive basis. Link says it was necessary so that the US private equity giant can develop a revised takeover proposal which doesn't require further due diligence and could be recommended to shareholders. Link says the due diligence information will be provided subject to the extension of the confidentiality agreement between Link and Carlyle, including the standstill. And moving on, Telstra Chief Executive Andy Penn says the telecommunications giant's new joint venture with homegrown data and analytics group Quantium will help accelerate Telstra's use of artificial intelligence amid a savage war for tech talent. And just finally, there's news coming in on unpaid quarantine fees. Returned travellers and state and territory governments owe New South Wales more than $175 million in unpaid hotel quarantine fees. Queensland, WA and the Northern Territory also owe $65.85 million to the New South Wales government. That's under a separate agreement that was secured in April 2020. Well, that's all for the morning trades. Stay tuned to Kalkine TV as we've got many more shows lined up for you, sharing live updates across the economy, markets and sectors. This is Rachel signing off for now.